Hi guys, this is your Vertical Spy here, and I know you're probably saying, I know I promised, I said I was going to release the behind the scenes of Star Ranger today, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to save that for next Monday. This Monday coming up, you'll get the video, and also, don't worry, hardcore me fans, you're going to get the video when I said I was going to talk about the fight scene with Chun-Li and Vega. Don't worry, that'll be next Friday. So don't worry, when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do something. Okay? Alright. Now, with that being said, oh, poor Disney. Disney just can't get a break this year. I mean, it can't get a break. Like, really. Like, so many films have been bombing, not making the money they've been trying to make, and now they're financially in a big predicament. And should we blame Bob Iger? Should we blame Bob Chapek? Or could we just blame both of them? Or just them just doing their usual thing where they try to lecture people and just do all this other stuff. But I think the one person that's really going to bring Disney back to where they first released Black Cauldron, the one person that's really going to ruin Disney the most is Rachel Zegler. My God, this girl is bugging. Freaking bugging like crazy, dude. Seriously. I mean, some people are saying she's like Brie Larson, but even worse. Like an ultra Brie Larson. Ultra. Like super ultra. You know, Brie's not getting that much hate these days. Rachel? Jeez Louise. Even some women, some girls, some young ladies are even saying, you know, what you're saying is ignorant. What you're saying is not true. What you're saying is not exactly what most women go to the theater for in the first place. You know I said I was done with Disney, but now I just got something to talk about today. Because I'm saying this girl is going to ruin Disney. Wanna know why? Because everybody seems like they hate her even more. Like, even more. Even more. And it's not just the guys that hate her. It's even girls who also hate Rachel Zegler. And just how she wants to change, have Snow White, kind of be changed, have her be Latino, have her be, a girl boss. Like I said, I'm not against a girl boss, guys. I'm not against that. I'm not against girls being the leader or girls, taking over or anything like that. No, it could be even worse. But all I'm just saying is, if what the director is saying is she's too unbearable to deal with, no one's not going to really watch this movie. Or even attempt at watching this movie. Or maybe those who I do kind of agree with what she's saying, blah, blah, blah. But most of the people who grew up watching Snow White, the animated one, they're going to think she's ignorant. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. You're talking some stuff that doesn't match. And the fact that Snow White is going to be a girl boss who doesn't want love, who just wants to be a leader, who just wants to be, does not want to be kissed by the prince, or does not want to have a relationship with the prince. I mean, they said they do have a prince, but as Rachel said, they'll probably cut him out. I'm not going to quote because there's no point in me doing a quote for that. So you do have a prince, but you don't have a relationship or some type of love relationship with him. I mean, just having a prince in your movie and not just have him just be bossed around by you, it's like,
What? What is it?
please don't make me say it.
What? What is it?
Please don't make me say it.
What is it, Alexander?
This is worse than Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh.
I'm not saying Dragon Ball Evolution is one of my hated films of all time, but it is one of my hated films of all time. But all I'm just saying is they wanted to do an American version of Dragon Ball during that time. They were going to call it Dragon Ball, but then they called it Evolution, Dragon Ball Evolution during that time. But all I'm just saying is, look, I know you all know it. I know all you who are watching this, who've known me the longest, who've known me since 2009, or watched my videos since 2009, know that I personally hate Dragon Ball Evolution. I personally hate that film. Worse as I hate Last Airbender back in 2010. But literally all I'm saying is, okay, I understand you want to do a race swap, but this is getting even more annoying because the character is called Snow White, not Snow Brown. Now, I'm not against her being Hispanic. Now, you got, I'm saying, like I said before, some Hispanic people are going to be saying, so why did you make Snow White Hispanic? And most people are also going to say, why couldn't you get a white Caucasian girl to play Snow White? But this is just getting even more worse than Dragon Ball Evolution because you have a character who has their perfect setup for their race. A Caucasian person should be playing Snow White, not a Latino Hispanic person playing Snow White. Now, granted, looking at the picture, she does look exactly similar to Snow White, but that doesn't really save her that much. Does not really save her. But what she's saying is, oh, she's going to be a girl boss, they're going to swap characters. Okay, since I'm talking about swapping races, I'm going to go into the Little Mermaid movie, the live-action Little Mermaid, or should I actually call it The Black Little Mermaid? I'm going to call it that instead. With that being said, the actress Halle Bailey didn't really, it was not even shitting on the original Little Mermaid. If anything, if they added freaking the Little Mermaid actress who voiced Ariel, and she's actually in the movie, and she's like, yeah, I support Halle Bailey. I think I think she can do the part perfectly, you know. And, you know, Halle Bailey wasn't really shitting on Little Mermaid. The original Little Mermaid. Or even the Hans Christian Andersen Little Mermaid. And you hear all this, and you're probably saying to yourself, well, she actually respects the source material. But if Snow White does not sing at all, or should I call her Snow White or Snow Brown or something like that, if she does not sing at all, they not get granted, if she does sing, I'll be alright with that. But if she's not having her same similarity character as in the, animated one, I'm sorry. People are just gonna say, what's this? What is this? That's exactly what they did with Mulan. That's exactly what they did with Lion King. Now, yeah, like I said, Mulan and Lion King, I know I mentioned those a lot. Mulan, you just did completely just took out several other things that made the animated one good. Lion King, all that I can say is you got actual animals to look like live action CGI animals. But instead, you just didn't give no personality or emotion. You just gave live action animals real life animation form or whatever. To quote Nostalgia Pants, animals don't talk! But either way, I'm just saying that this movie might be already a bomb. Because if you don't respect the source material or the original material of the film you're representing, the fact that this young lady says that she only watched the original Snow White once and never watched it again until she got her part to do this movie. No. What? You only watched it once? Did you? And you decided to watch it again, and now you're saying, no, that is not how it works. You don't watch something. Let's give you a good example. Something like James Bond. That's like saying, "Oh, I only watched one Bond movie once, and I didn't really watch the other Bond films." To be honest, believe me, there are some people who are like that. But either way, it's like saying I watched it once and I just said, "Oh my God, he's a misogynist," and it's like, yes, because that's James Bond's character. But all I'm just saying is, you only watched something once and you didn't continue to watch it again until you got this part for your movie. Why would you get someone who's not a fan of the source material? That's not how it works, guys. That's not how it works when you get someone who's not a fan of the source material. That's really not a good idea. It's like getting a person to do an action movie who says, "Oh, I don't really like doing that much action movies. I like to do a little less action movies than more dialogue movies or whatever." It's like you can't get someone who's not used to doing action movies to be in an action movie, or someone who's never watched a very, movie that changed the industry back in the 1930s. And yes, it's obviously not. This is not 1939 or whatever. Like, yeah, we know that. We're not stupid. Yeah, this is 2023. We're not stupid, Rachel. We know what year it is. But the thing is, people love the original Snow White film. Parents who watched it when they were kids are showing it to their kids, and that's the reason why most girls don't support what you're saying. If you wanted to make your own interpretation of Snow White, why not just make your own version of Snow White, where she technically is Hispanic, but not a Disney princess? What if you made up your own type of version of a Hispanic character? I mean, Encanto was a good example. They did something different. They did something a lot more different. They got a Hispanic girl who wears glasses. That was original. That was something you can do. But no, you gotta turn someone who's, like I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But what they keep doing, fixing something that's not broke. So I'm sorry, Disney. You put yourself in a situation, well, if this movie makes no money, or if it's in the same position that Little Mermaid is, that's basically it. So with that being said, that ends today's video. Remember to like and share this video. And Vertical Spy outro.
Yo, Steve Bloom here, voice of Spike Spiegel. Remember to subscribe and get vertical.